Okay, so I don't know what that was all about, but I just had to launch the game again, essentially. So sound's working again, which I'm glad about. Happy that I didn't have to fucking, deal with that crap again. Alright. Okay, so evidently this little area right here is where Blackwood buried his wife. So, yeah. Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, there you go. So how about that? Okay, so now I'm supposed to go down to the cellar, apparently. Okay. Alright, so I'm supposed to get the crowbar. Do that to it. Get the hammer. Do that. And then okay, so now what? Shit. Okay, evidently that's all I need to do for that. Whatever. So, upstairs. So, I'm supposed to go down to the front door and go outside again, apparently. Going down here. I'm supposed to go down to the greenhouse, I think. Alright, so okay, poured some oil on the hinge to the door and hoped that it would reduce the rust. A thick mist struck me in the eyes as I entered the barren greenhouse, and the smell of long dried plants and dirt permeated the air. There was some kind of shiny object beneath the grating. There was no way I could reach it. Okay. So, around the middle tree. The upper walkway was livelier than below due to several plants that had somehow managed to subsist on it. I have to say one thing about this game that I do think is fantastic is the music. I think that whoever did the music did just a fantastic fucking job. Alright, there was a shovel in the planter, but it was stuck in the soil. Alright. Alright, a large hose is lying on the walkway. Wait. Wait, come on. What the hell? Fuck. There we go. so now I'm, where am I supposed to go? Oh, wait, I think I'm supposed to still be up here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, so, in here. February 7th. As much as I regret it, I've decided to stop caring for the greenhouse. All my efforts to save the plants have been in vain. I just can't seem to figure out what is wrong with them. It has been a few weeks since they began falling apart to pieces, dying without any apparent cause. Some of them would just crumble at the slightest touch. This is not only frustrating, but very unsettling. Every time I enter the place, I can feel a sense of dreaded decay. What I most regret is the condition of that rare plant I brought from South Africa. It's now all sad-looking and almost dried up. I will take it upstairs and look after it, hoping it will get more sunlight, assuming that everything that has been happening here is a natural explanation. Death is surrounding this place, and I can't seem to do anything about it. In spite of my concerns, I can't help thinking that all this began when I brought that... I wonder... No, I have to put those thoughts aside. I should stop reading all those sinister books. They're getting under my skin. Okay. No, god damn it. There we go. Oh. The plant on top of the table was strangely attractive. You wanna fuck a plant? Okay, so I'm supposed to return downstairs now. There's evidently a faucet somewhere. Trying to figure out where though. Faucet near the ground. Okay. Come on, what the fuck? Ah, here we are. Okay, so now I should be able to remove the shovel. What the hell? There we go. Yeah, I got the shovel now. I need to remove the faucet, the hose, but keep the faucet running. No, take that out. There we go. Come on, seriously? There we go. So now I have the shiny object. Oh, it's like I gotta pause. Okay, so... Alright, so there will be a... Okay, so now what do I need to find? Ah. Okay, so now I need to use this. Not fuck. Removed a few branches and leaves, clearing that corner of the drain. Wait. I'm pretty... Yeah, I got the... Yeah, I thought so. Oh, Christ. Oh, key. Okay. Now I need to go back to the manor. What time is it in the game exactly? It feels like it's really late. Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to go in the study. Okay. Alright, so let's read this letter. March 21st, 1963. Hey, that's my birthday. I mean, not the 63 part, but the 21st part. Anyway, dear Catherine, first of all, I beg you to take the utmost care in order to keep this letter away from James. I don't like to think of the mental breakdown he would suffer if he reads this. You know James much better than I do, so you must share my connection that he'd never harm anything, but even so, I'd ask you to be careful whenever he's around, at least until we sort out this situation. He's been especially unstable lately, speaking about his determination to suppress this so-called curse. I truly fear for him and for his sanity. I still wouldn't say he qualifies as dangerous, but just in case, be cautious. I've been playing the role of an ally who believes in James, and so far I think I've done a good job in convincing him. Okay. Alright, but I'm afraid it won't last too much longer. I can't do all the things he's now asking me to. He's been delving into some very obscure arts, and what began as a hobby has now become a dangerous obsession. He wants me to perform an African ritual on that awful mask he brought. He's convinced he has released an ancient spirit which will harm everything he loves and cares for. It's also utterly insane that I'm ashamed to translate this into words. My biggest fear is that I will end up losing my own mind along with his. I have to put an end to all this. And about that other issue, you should know I've gotten over it. Catherine, what we all did 2 years ago, the decision we made and knew would affect the course of our lives, has been haunting my sleep ever since then. I know you must be the one more affected by this, but you wouldn't understand all that that has been going through my head. The confusion, the contradiction, now more than ever. I'm not sure whether it was the right decision or not, but there's no turning back and we must face the consequences. All I wanted to say about this is that I'm deeply sorry if I behaved erratically these past days, and I unnerved you. You may have my word I won't ever reveal anything. Whatever you do with this letter, make sure James doesn't feel anything suspicious. I'd rather have you destroy this, though. Extreme situations require extreme measures. Christopher. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay, there's a combination. So... I'm kind of cheating, but... Alright, so 5... Oh, fuck, that was already in the right one. 59097. Okay. What the hell does that do? There we go. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever. So, alright. I'm supposed to go to the chapel on the grounds. Okay. So. Oh, Christ, this is a fucking long mystery. I've been playing this game for like 5 hours. Wait, I want to check the time. It's only 1 p.m.? It's dark as fuck out there. Alright, so it's still the same essential path, except I just go a little bit past the greenhouse. Go back. What the fuck? What the hell? I'm not... Okay. Maybe it was just incorrect in what it was saying. Yeah, this. Okay. A lock produced a loud noise that echoed in the quietness of the area. It made me wonder about the secrets that had been kept safe and undisturbed in here for years. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's fake. Okay, I was like, holy shit. Okay. I'm supposed to go up the spiral case. Alright. Ah. Okay. No. No. Alright, go back down the spiral case. No, what the hell? Hold on a sec, I gotta pause again. God damn it. I fucking hate when it does that. Alright. Back. So... Where's my crowbar? Okay, so... No, wrong. Come on. There we go. Now, crowbar for something up here. Why? Why is it filled with smoke? Alright, so... Wait. Ah. Where's my matches? Only got one match left. April 5th, 1963. Christopher, these may very well be my last notes in this regard. I'm afraid Catherine has already realized what I've been doing here all the time in vain. I've tried to explain myself, and I know what might have been the outcome had I kept insisting. If you could only believe me, Christopher, because I know you intend well, but I can feel the doubt in your heart. Put your rational thoughts aside for a moment and yield to the facts. If I can do it, someone who was constantly taught in the wonders of science ever since his childhood, and so can you. I'm hoping that you will contemplate the possibility of some truth in my assessments once you've read about my latest findings. It is imperative that you carry on this task. Catherine is watching my every step, and I'm afraid she'll take strong measures if I do anything out of the ordinary. Did you know? She's been talking to other doctors besides you, and psychiatrists. My God, Christopher, I fear that she's willing to shut me up in a madhouse. How is it possible that all of you won't believe me? As if what happened with my own son wasn't enough proof. In my adjacent notes, you will find an exhaustive essay on the origin of the curse and what should be done to eliminate it. I know the whole amulet deal must sound crazy, but you have to trust me. The tribe has been doing this for centuries. Are you going to forfeit all that knowledge and experience? They faced a god, Christopher, and lived to tell it. Now it's your turn to live and tell the story. And Christopher, if we fail to remove the curse and anything happens to me, I want you to do it. And I have my complete mental faculties whilst I'm asking you this. It has been becoming more and more dangerous lately. Do not hesitate. There's simply no other way you would be the only one left who can do it. Promise me. Promise me you will. I know I'm asking you to become a cold-hearted murderer, but Christopher, our lives and possibly many others are at stake. Isn't that enough to forget your vow? James. Okay, so here's another note. Holy fucking shit. March 26th. The folklore of the Dalmar is just as disturbing as their vicious attacks. If my researches have been correct, then I could have stumbled upon one of the most ancient tribes ever known to humanity, dating back to the era where the so-called Bushmen inhabited South Africa. We're talking over 20,000 years ago. How could any civilization manage to survive all this time without ever hunting or expanding? Just being there. I don't dare to imagine what 200 centuries of inbreeding cannibalism can do to people. I've seen them, and they can't be called humans. What is most unsettling is their mystical background. Impossible to be considered a religion due to its complete lack of basic rules and maturity. The only simple premise is to keep an evil entity at bay, which has been stalking them since the beginning of time or dark ages. At this point in my research, I had to stop and consider the implications. The Dalmar actually thought of their later period, the systematic slaughtering of mankind, as good times or golden ages. I thank the Lord that this tribe never managed to grow, as I seriously think the region, maybe even the entire continent, would have suffered terrible consequences. This history is so ancient that it makes me feel dizzy. The vengeful god, which is incidentally referred to as, I think, Dalam, would control the Dalmar via its incarnations. Most of the time it would be a tall feline-like creature always dwelling in shadows and slaying any villager who would unwittingly come close. Some say its deadly claws would not only penetrate your body but your soul. The purpose of the harassment is unclear. It would look as if the Dalmar were simply toys to play with. It seems that the Dalmar managed to free themselves from its clutches with the help of an amulet or charm, which would effectively force the entity to retreat. The most curious thing is how this amulet was conceived. The two main elements were required to perform the exorcising of this evil, and they had to be strictly related to each other, one representing the victim and the other representing the victimizer. To achieve this, something related to each one was used. While I'm not sure what it's referred to as the victim, I think it can be concluded that anything belonging to any villager would have served, given that they were all victims. As for something representing the victimizer, that may have been more complicated. What could possibly be related to a god? This god in question. Next, these elements had to be mixed with a rare medicinal plant native to the region, which apparently had the properties to blend both items together, as long as they were not too solid. Finally, a branch of a particular tree, whose name escapes me, now had to be used as the holder of the blended items. It is on this item that a mysterious blessing was performed. It should be noted that all the elements had to be organic. The Dalmar successfully released themselves from the control to the vicious god with an intense ritual that seems to have taken days to perform. In the end, the amulet was so powerful that the entity surrendered it to their will and offered divine power in exchange for sacrifices. But the Dalmar wouldn't allow to be fooled. They decided that getting rid of this evil once and for all would be the wisest thing to do. So they managed to capture its spirit and store it someplace where they could guard it for ages to come. My God, the evil spirit was cast into a mask, trapped inside the confines of its blessed wood for eternity. A mask which its description bears uncanny resemblance to whom I feel fooling. It's that mask. The Dalmar would keep the spirit at bay via regular rituals involving the bloody sacrifices and aforementioned amulet. The last book I read today was The Dalmar. In reality, 2 small paragraphs as amusing bonus reading in a book lent by the museum has revealed to me something that left me completely paralyzed with terror. I've always wondered since I began studying them what made the Dalmar savagely slaughter neighboring tribes without any apparent reason. Was it a violent, raw instinct? Did they feel threatened in any way? Was it a perverse and ungodly sense of enjoyment? No. It was fear. Fear that someone else could take the work and release the god. They killed to protect themselves from falling again into the Dark Ages. If they went to such extreme lengths to avoid this, then what did they have to endure when the entity was free? The rituals haven't been performed on the mask for years now. What have I done? What have I done? I was shocked to learn about this evil. Terrible as it was, I still wondered to what extent James Blackwood went to get rid of this curse. Okay, so, what's this? It's a bit of wood. Alright. So, hold on a sec. Alright, so now I need to go call Jerry. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Hold on a sec. I need to check the time. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close the video here because I'm getting close to the 30-minute mark. Alright, so, yeah. See you guys.